Today we're going to revise Essay 706 Emphasis of Matter Paragraph and Other Matter Paragraphs in the Independent Auditor's Report. Now, first of all, there are these two certain paragraphs included as separate sections in the auditor's report, which are serving very specific objectives. Firstly, let's talk about emphasis of matter paragraph. We will understand what is the meaning, what conditions we can use it in, what are the examples, and how we are going to report it in the auditor's report. And we will also study about what is not exactly emphasis of matter paragraph, what it is not a substitute of. First of all, if we try to understand emphasis of matter paragraph is that we have to emphasize on certain matter. What is this matter? This is something which is appropriately presented or disclosed. However, in the auditor's professional judgment, he believes that it is so important that it is fundamental to the users of the financial statements in order to understand the financial statements. So this is a matter which is not something auditor face difficulty in, or something which is significant importance to the audit, but it is or which is not presented or disclosed appropriately. It is a matter which is presented or disclosed appropriately in the financial statements, but it is of such importance that it is fundamental to the user's understanding of the financial statements. So if we repeat the meaning of this, emphasis of matter paragraph is the paragraph which is included in the auditor's report that refers to a matter which is presented or disclosed appropriately in the financial statements, but in the auditor's judgment, it is of such importance that it is fundamental to the user's understanding of the financial statements. Alright, so emphasis of matter paragraph is a paragraph which is included in the auditor's report which refers to a matter which is presented or disclosed appropriately in the financial statements. However, in the auditor's judgment, it is of such importance that it is fundamental to the user's understanding of the financial statements. So now we will understand when it can be included. Now, auditor's judgment, as per the auditor's judgment, the matter which is of such importance that it is fundamental to the user's understanding of financial statements, then the auditor will include an emphasis of matter paragraph in the auditor's report, provided, firstly, that auditor is not required to modify the opinion as per SA 705 as a result of this matter, which means that this particular matter should not be the reason for modification in the auditor's opinion. Then secondly, when SA 701 applies, 701 talks about key audit matters. So in the case, if the SA 701 is applicable, like for listed entities, etc., whenever SA 701 is applicable and the matter is included in key audit matters, then also we cannot use it in emphasis of matter paragraph. So the two conditions which are there are that auditor would not be required to modify the opinion as per SA 705 as a result of this matter, and secondly, when SA 701 applies, the matter has not been determined as a key audit matter to be communicated in the auditor's report. Now, most importantly, what are the examples? And this could be a specific question as well. What exactly are the examples of emphasis of matter paragraphs, the matters which can be included in the EOM, that is emphasis of matter paragraph? Firstly, uncertainty relating to the future outcome or exceptional litigation or regulatory action. So there can be any exceptional litigation or any regulatory action which will have a uncertain future outcome. Uncertainty relating to the future outcome of the exceptional litigation or regulatory action. So here we are talking about exceptional litigations and regulatory actions. Next is significant subsequent event occurring between the balance sheet date and the date of auditor's report. In SA 560, we understand what exactly are the subsequent events. It is mainly an event which is occurring between the date of balance sheet, that is 31st March, and the date on which auditor's report is issued. Next is early application of new accounting standards that has material impact on the financial statement. So if there is any new accounting standards which is relatively new but very important, it has a material impact on the financial statements, its application we are also going to emphasize on. Then any major catastrophe which has occurred, which has a very significant impact on the financial statements. Now, for example, a fire which might have occurred or a theft, etc. So, what are the examples that we have? First of all, uncertainty relating to the future outcome of exceptional litigations or regulatory actions, significant subsequent events which occurring between the balance sheet date and the date of auditor's report, early application of new accounting standard which has material impact on the financial statements, major catastrophe which has had a very significant impact on the financial statements. Now, next is that how are we going to include emphasis of matter paragraph? That particularly means that how we are going to report it. So first of all, it will be in a separate section. This paragraph is going to be in a separate section. Include paragraph within a separate section, and the heading will say emphasis of matter. So what will the heading be about? Emphasis of matter, and we have to include a separate section in the auditor's report. We have to include the paragraph within a separate section in the auditor's report, and the heading will be emphasis of matter. Now, this emphasis of matter will include firstly a clear reference to the matter that we are emphasizing on, and secondly to where the relevant disclosure that fully describes the matter can be found. So now, first of all, clear reference to the matter, and secondly where it can be found in the financial statements. Where the relevant disclosure. So firstly, include a clear reference to the matter being emphasized on, and to where the relevant disclosure that truly describes the matter can be found in the financial statements. Now, this paragraph will only refer to the info which is presented within the financial statements, which is a very important point. That is, we cannot refer to something which is not present in the financial statements, because we are emphasizing on the matters which are present in the financial statements. Next is that it will also indicate that the auditor's opinion is not modified in respect of the matter emphasized. So this is something which we studied, that it will not include anything which will require modification. It should not be the reason. This matter should not be the reason for the modification in the auditor's report. So it will indicate that the auditor's opinion is not modified in respect of the matter which is emphasized. It is only in the matter which auditor in his professional judgment believes that which is fundamental to the user's understanding of the financial statements. So if we revise that what exactly is the meaning, what exactly the communication will be like, the emphasis of matter paragraph will include a paragraph within the separate solution of auditor's report with the heading emphasis of matter paragraph. It will include a clear reference to the matter which we are emphasizing on, and to where the relevant disclosure that truly describes the matter can be found in the financial statements. This paragraph will only refer to the information presented or disclosed within the financial statements, and it will indicate the auditor's opinion is not modified in respect of the matter emphasized. Now the AOM. So now another important thing is that what is AOM paragraph not substitute to? Like, what does it not indicate? What it is not a substitute to? First of all, it is not a substitute to a modified opinion under SA 705. So when we have to give SA modified opinion under 705, the AOM paragraph is not a substitute to that. Then disclosures. So disclosures which are there in the financial statement as per the applicable financial reporting framework, or which are disclosures which are there to achieve fair presentation, those disclosures to hai, these AOM is not a substitute to them as well. Then AOM is not a substitute to SA 570. So reporting as per 570 when material uncertainty exists about the events. So now in 570 we have to tell about we have to report whether a material uncertainty exists regarding events or conditions which indicate that which cast a significant doubt on entity's ability to continue as a going concern. So that AOM paragraph is also not a substitute to SA 570. Now we will quickly revise what is EOM paragraph. EOM paragraph is a paragraph which is included in the auditor's report, which in the auditor's professional judgment emphasizes on the matters which are of such importance that it is fundamental to the user's understanding of the financial statements. Then EOM paragraph will be included in the auditor's report, provided that auditor was not required to modify the opinion as per SA 705 as a result of this particular matter, and when SA 701 applies, the matter has not been determined as a key audit matter. key audit matter to be communicated in the auditor's report. Then after that, the emphasis of matter paragraph, the how it will be included in the report, it will be included as the separate section of the auditor's report with the heading emphasis of matter paragraph. Then it will involve two things, that is a clear reference to the matter being emphasized on and to where the relevant disclosure is present. Then after that, it will not include anything which is not presented or disclosed within the financial statements, and it will also indicate the auditor's opinion is not modified in respect of the matter emphasized. Then it will the EOM paragraph does not substitute three things, that is SC 705 modified opinion, then disclosures in the financial statements, and the reporting as per SC 570 going concern. Now we will start with other matters paragraph. Other matters paragraph will include the things which are relevant to audit. So now here we have to develop the understanding of the users with regards to what exactly is audit, what are the responsibilities of the audit, and what is the auditor's report like. So other matter paragraph is a paragraph which is included in the auditor's report which refers to matters other than those which are presented or disclosed in the financial statements, which in the auditor's judgment are relevant to users' understanding of audit, auditor's responsibilities, or audit report. So now these are the matters which are not presented or disclosed in the financial statements. These are the matters other than that and which are basically relevant to the user's understanding about what exactly is the audit, auditor's report, and auditor's responsibilities. So the other matter paragraph is a paragraph included in the auditor's report which refers to matters other than those which are presented or disclosed in the financial statements, which in the auditor's professional judgment are relevant to the user's understanding of audit, auditor's responsibilities, or audit report. Now, auditor includes other matter paragraph when it is necessary to communicate the matter other than those presented or disclosed in financial statement, which in auditor's judgment are relevant to the user's understanding of audit, auditor's report, and auditor's responsibility, provided that first of all, it should not be prohibited by law or regulation, and secondly, when 701 applies, it is similar to EOM paragraphs, that is when 701 applies, the matter which is determined as a key audit matter to be communicated in the auditor's report. Now we will understand what exactly is the reporting requirement. That is, it is a paragraph which will be included as a separate section, and the heading will be other matter paragraph. Now this is it about it, other matter paragraphs and EOM paragraphs. Now, on conclusion, we also have to know that when the auditor is expecting to include other matter or emphasis of matter paragraph, then auditor shall communicate that same thing with the TCWG.